Good morning, children. Welcome to social class. This is A. Manoj Kumar, working in Oxford High School, Pugunduru. In this session, I am introducing a new chapter, that is hydrosphere. Okay, hydrosphere. Hydro means water. Sphere means ball. Okay, see, it has been raining for thousands of years, isn't it or not? Now rains are falling. Earlier also rains fallen. Thousands of years back rains fallen. That is common phenomena, general phenomena. Isn't it or not? 1%. If I say this statement, everybody surprised. Why 1% of water that reaches the earth is useful to human beings? Sir, 99% of rainwater not useful to human beings. Such a questions rises, hovers on your mind. Okay, na? Only 1% of water that reaches the earth is useful to human beings. Remaining 99% water that is not at all useful. Can this water meet the necessities of all human beings? In India, we have 120 crores. At present, at the current data, we have 130 crores. All over the world, already 800 crores population crossed. Then these 1% which reaches the earth, that means ground, is it fulfill the needs of the human beings? Then next one, why the water in the seas and oceans never dry up? Such a questions will okay always hovers on your mind. Which questions? These 1% of water fulfill our needs. Then why oceans on the water never dry up? If you go see the waters on oceans, it never dries up. Isn't it or not? Why the water in the ocean never dries up? Such a questions surely posing ourselves sometimes. Isn't it or not? If you pose such kind of questions, which will solve your problem, hydrological cycle solve your problem. What questions in your mind, those questions solved by the hydrological cycle. Okay, what is a hydrological cycle, sir? Cycle is nothing but a process, one kind of process. See, hydrological cycle. Water is a cyclic renewable resource. Isn't it or not? Cyclic means renewable resource means what? Continuously. Then rain will fall on the ground, afterwards it evaporates, afterwards again it condenses, then precipitation takes place, then precipitation in the form of rains, fog, etc., etc. Then totally afterwards water again reaches the ground. That is the phenomena always taking place. That is the cycle. So we can say water is a renewable resource. Renewable means regenerating resource. Again and again it will come. It we receives. Which one? Water. Do you understand? It can be used and reused. We are using water and reusing the water. Okay, na? These common statements already we know. See, water, just now I told you, water undergoes a cycle from oceans to land and then lands to the oceans. How it is possible? Every day from the oceans, water is evaporating in the form of gas. Isn't it or not? Whenever water evaporates, it turns as a gas. That one now you know that. See, water undergoes a cycle from oceans to land. From the oceans, through one cycle it changes as rain. Then afterwards rains also come to the ground. The water cycle has been working for billions of years. When onwards it has been happening billions of years. Water cycle, okay na? So happening on our earth, especially where it is happening on our earth. Working for billions of years and all the life on earth depends on it. Isn't it or not? We are dependent on water. Without water, it is not able to survive on the earth. If there is no water cycle on the earth, for us also very difficult to stay on earth. Through the water cycle, we are receiving the rains. These rains are then percolates into the ground. Afterwards, ground recharges. Through the wells, we are drawing the water. Through the bore wells, we are drawing the water. See, hydrological cycle is the circulation of water into different forms. Isn't it or not? Hydrological cycle is nothing but a process, a circulation of water into different forms. A water tongue has different forms. Okay, which forms we are observing? The liquid form. Water is in liquid form, we know that one. After that, solid form. After that, gaseous form. Liquid form, solid form, gaseous form. Phases expressed. Okay, now, so these are the liquid, solid, gases, these are the phases. These phases expressed mathematically. If we wanted to explain this mathematically, we can explain it like this. RF is equal to RO plus ET. RF means what? Rainfall. RF means rainfall. RO means rain off. ET means what? Evapotranspiration. With the clarity afterwards, what is evaporation, I will tell you. Okay, now here I am saying, if we wanted to express this liquid, solid, gaseous phases in mathematically, RF is equal to RO plus ET. RF is equal to RO plus ET. RF means rainfall. Rainfall includes all the types of precipitation. Rainfall includes all the types of precipitation. RO means runoff. ET means evapotranspiration. What is runoff, sir? What is evapotranspiration, sir? In next session, I will tell you. Okay, now do you understand what I explained now? Yes, it has been raining for the thousands of years. Only 1% of water reaches the ground. Okay, now that is useful to human beings. Only 1% of water, 100% reaches the ground, but about 1% of that useful to human beings. Isn't it or not? That also I explained you. Then why oceans water never dries up? If you pose such kind of questions, then we have to understand clearly regarding the water cycle. It is a process. Water is a renewable, reusable resource. Okay, then we can observe here which forms: gaseous form, liquid form, another form is solid form. If you express it in mathematically, RF is equal to RO plus ET. All those things we discussed. Okay, just now you posed few questions yourself. Why in the oceans? That means in ocean water never dries up. Why continuously we are receiving rainfall? Continuously in the sense year by year we are receiving the rainfall. Such a questions always we are we are ourselves we are questioning. If you know regarding that, then we have to understand the hydrological cycle. Just now I told you there are 6 stages of water cycle. If you understand water cycle, then your questions will be resolved. Okay, so examination point of view, this water cycle very important. For 2 marks question, for 4 marks question point of view, this is very important. Sometimes he is asking for 2 marks question, sometimes this question giving for 4 marks. Carefully listen. Water cycle stages: evaporation, transportation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, groundwater. Tell me. Yes, evaporation, transportation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, groundwater. One order I am saying once again: evaporation, transportation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, groundwater. This is the water cycle stages. How many stages? I explained you 6 stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One by one, clearly now we will discuss. First one is evaporation. Generally we know, if you keep the water outside of your house, then by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, if you go and see the plate where you put some water, it may dry up. Your mother also hanging the clothes outside. First, initially, while she was hanging, clothes are wet. After some time, then what will happen? Yes, these clothes dry up. That means water is evaporating, isn't it or not? If you go to the lakes, if you see the oceans, always from these lakes, oceans, rivers, water is evaporating. That is the general common phenomena we know. Here, definition you see. Okay, evaporation. Water is transformed from the surface to the atmosphere. Okay, once again I am saying water is transferred from the surface to the atmosphere. From the surfaces, okay, then it is moving towards atmosphere through evaporation. By using which process it will go evaporation. For example, this is a lake. From here, water is evaporating. Okay, then it reaches the atmosphere. Lake, evaporation process, then atmosphere. Do you understand? Lake contains water, afterwards evaporates, it reaches atmosphere. Then the process by which water changes from a liquid to a gas. If you see, this is which form? This water is in liquid form. Afterwards evaporates, na? This evaporation, okay, that means it changes as a gas form. That means gaseous form. Liquid form to gas form. Do you understand? Then the sun's heat provides energy to evaporate water from the earth's surface. If you go and see different water bodies on the earth, how these water bodies, evaporating due to the intense sun rays coming down and heating up the water, and water automatically evaporates. Sun is heating the water bodies. We know that one. The sun's heat provides energy, isn't it or not, to evaporate water from the earth's surface. Likewise, from the earth's surface, water is evaporating. That means by that time it is a liquid form. Then it turns as a gaseous form. It reaches the atmosphere. From which places this water is evaporates? From the land area, lakes, from the rivers, from the oceans. Always continuously water evaporates. Okay, then send up a steady stream of water vapor. Okay, these lakes, rivers, oceans steadily sending the water vapor. Do you understand? Plants also lose water to the air through transpiration. Isn't it? If you observe the plants also contain some water. These plants also lose water, the process of transpiration. So this is all about evaporation. Remaining 5, next session I will explain you. Do you understand this one, evaporation? Okay, thank you.